challenge before us is bleak, but we shall prevail if the Emperor wills it. The despoiler will be driven back, but we need support. We must secure planetary systems within the battle zone. These will provide us the necessary means to strengthen our fleets.
Okay, sectors. Admiral Spire's forces are currently located in the Acadia sector. The sector is constituted of several systems whose conquest allows you to progress through the campaign. Threat level. The threat value represents the will of an enemy faction to conquer a sector. The higher it is, the more that faction will be active there. No idea where we see that. Guessing maybe this? Yes. Urgency gauge. The urgency gauge symbolizes the urgency of your situation facing enemy factions. It fills up each turn and drops when you fulfill objectives. This one? No. There's an urgency gauge somewhere. Down here, maybe? Ah, yes. The war is lost. Critical urgency. Our faction will certainly lose the war if nothing is done. Threat level of every faction is raised by 3. Okay. You get to play a juggling game. And urgency states 5 segments. Yep. Looks like we can reduce the urgency by spending one of scroll battle plan. Alright, select the Belisar system. There can be one or several points of interest in each system. Each one is linked to attributes that have different effects depending on the faction controlling the system. Guessing we can have 6 ships in a fleet, is that trying to indicate to us? Okay. Evolution level. After several turns under your control, points of interest may be evolved by spending resources. I'm guessing we spend that to get it to tier 2 and then that to get it to tier 3. But who knows what that actually achieves. Effects provided by the point of interest may vary depending on the evolution level. Okay, so attributes as a hive world generates 10, 20 or 40 resources per turn. That's the tiering. Increases the troop regeneration of ally ships in connected systems by 1, 1 and 2. There's an unsustainable world. Doubles the delay of evolution of all the points of interest in the system. So basically it's got too many people on it and other systems have to feed it. Cool. So Belisar stones wail with the death agonies of a slaughtered population, but to the sword of the direction of the traitor Lucius the Eternal. Psychic echoes still linger in the warp. Making travel to and from cursed Belisar a risky endeavour for any navigator not fully in command of his faculties. The Imperium cannot afford to leave Belisar unpopulated and has begun shipping in new colonists. Chem suppressants have been issued in an attempt to reduce suicide numbers. Lovely. The Admiral Spire's fleet. Oh, maybe?
Demios Binary has much to offer our future operations, but it is occupied by Chaos forces. We shall sweep them aside and restore the Emperor's rule to this stolen world.
I'm guessing these then are different fleets consisting of 3 ships each. Maybe that's what that's trying to tell me. Maybe not. Or those like move points. Alright, system annexation. Defeat enemy forces stationed in a system to take control of it. Neutral systems are seized as soon as one of your fleets moves in. Fleet power fist symbol. That one. Represents the might of the fleet. It depends on the value and health and other parameters of the ships. Fleet movements. Fleets have movement points that replenish at the start of each turn. They can travel through safe routes between systems and sectors at the cost of 1 movement point per system crossed. Yeah, these are different fleets.
There will be many risks in the days to come. I need not take one here. Deploying a second fleet to Demios Binary will ease our victory.
So this one is, yeah, the tech priest and the little ship, and then that'll probably be the Space Marine.
We outnumber the foe. Victory is all but certain. But caution must serve as well as haste. Recklessness is a terrible master.
Okay, a maximum 3 of your fleets can be stationed in a system. However, fleets can always move through a system. Looks like I don't get to bring the 3rd fleet. It won't let me, because, you know, it decides I need a challenge, not a walk in the park. Right, battle preparation. The engagement board allows you to make final preparations for the battle, if you say so. Can we? No, they're not things you can add. Leadership. Your leadership value represents the maximal accumulated fleet value that can be deployed at the start of the battle, which is that number there. Okay. Ships that couldn't be deployed due to a leadership limitation will replace lost ships during the battle. Top fleet will be deployed first. Drag and drop fleets in order to change their order of commitment to the battle. The numbers don't add up above 600 as far as I can tell, so we should just get them all. I'm assuming it's either this one or these two. Protect your faction leader. His death will put an end to your campaign.
Ten 10,000 years have passed since the galaxy burned in the fires of the Horus heresy. 10 millennia since the greatest of the Emperor's Primarchs fell into the grasp of eternal damnation and tore the galaxy asunder. Horus Lupercal may be dead, his body ashes, and his memory the stuff of a cursed legend. But the wounds he wrought yet gape in the hide of an embattled Imperium. For the battle against chaos knows no end. Many of Horus' servants survived the civil wars, and they have not forgotten their defeat. When the War Master fell, they retreated to the Eye of Terror and waged battle anew. Greatest of these was Abaddon the Despoiler, Horus' greatest living heir. Abaddon took the title of War Master for his own, and embarked upon a long and bloody campaign to succeed where his fallen master had failed. 12 Black Crusades he launched against the Imperium of Man. 12 world-shattering campaigns to forever alter the balance of power. Now, as the millennium draws to a close, a vast armada of traitors slips its moorings as Abaddon launches his 13th and perhaps final strike. As the tide of chaos breaks against the Cadian Gate, the Imperium holds its breath. Faith alone cannot hold back these bleak waters. Only valor will serve.
Okay, weird camera dance. Alrighty, so we got. Have a look. Asteroid fields. There's capture points. Strategic position. Position at least one ship within the zone to capture the position. Each additional ship within the zone accelerates the capture. Presence of enemy ships prevents the capture. Provide 1 victory point per second as long as the position is under your control. Alright, so there's only 1 on this side of the map. There's 3 on this side and 1 in the middle, so we're going to start over here. I am going to keep my ships together, but I will put the light one towards the right hand side so you can spin off to grab these if they become viable to run and grab.
There are many ways to win a battle. By fire or cunning, we shall prevail in the Emperor's name.
Okay, once an enemy ship is remaining on the battlefield, victory is achieved. Beginning of each battle, victory point score is determined depending on the power of the fleets involved. First size to reach it wins. Ship is destroyed, the opposing camp gains as many victory points as its value.
Ship ready.
We serve.
Though our duty is to annihilate enemies of the Imperial, it may sometimes be in our interest to obtain victory without engaging enemy vessels. Capturing strategic positions might well force the enemy's withdrawal.
We serve.
Alright, so these two are going to run the capture. Ooh.
Ship ready.
Crap. Hang on. I thought this had fighters. Auger probe, stasis bomb, different stuff. Micro warp jump. Okay. I was expecting one of these to have fighters.
Your orders?
Apparently not. They got a nice amount of flak between them. We're just gonna have to take some damage, I think.
Aye, Admiral.
You have seized a strategic area.
We wait your command. Engaging engines.
Okay, so we fired off an auger probe, which
The
will
enemy
just keep
has
going this
seized
way.
a strategic area.
Reveal him if he goes into this asteroid. Space structures, even. He's running to grab that.
Enemy sighted.
There we go. Gonna sit still. Try and capture. It is.
Enemy sighted.
Put one of those on its face.
We serve.
Oh, it's not getting out of the way. This is gonna be painful. Goodbye,
Coordinates
shields.
acknowledged.
State your order.
Your orders? Heading acknowledged.
Go on, lock him in place. Lock him in place.
Course engaged.
Ah, he
You
got
have
out.
seized a strategic area.
My torpedoes went faster than I thought.
Engaging target.
Alright, you're the priority and we're going to knock out your engines.
Machine spirit appeased.
Ship ready. Changing course.
Got a third ship.
Aye, Admiral.
Capture that.
Maximum burn.
Course engaged. Initiate emergency repairs. Acquiring new vector.
Receiving your order. Utter the canticles of battle.
There we go. His engine's down.
Aye, Admiral.
Enhance rotational drift. To serve the Omnissiah. Revere the Omnissiah. We are ready to serve. Begin rearmament.
Got his generator.
Target locked in.
Generator destroyed. That means he gets no shields.
We serve.
Love to repair so I can get my torpedoes back, but
Burn retros.
You have seized a strategic area.
Coordinates acknowledged. Understood.
that'll do.
You have accumulated 20.
We took some damage on the main fleet. Secondary fleet is absolutely untouched.
A first victory is ours. Others will follow should we remain true to our duty. Battles leave scars. I must be mindful of my vessel's condition. The reclamation of Demiur's binary has taken our enemy by surprise. The Claustum system is exposed. We shall push our advantage. If the fleet is to grow, we must have access to production facilities. If Claustum falls to our forces, we shall have them.
Okay, so leader experience. When a leader reaches experience level 4, his fleet's movement points all increases by 1. When a fleet is involved in a battle or seizes a neutral system, all remaining movement points are consumed. Damage and casualties. Destroyed ships are lost for good. Damaged ones are repaired and have some of their lost troops replaced at the beginning of each turn if they're located within the system controlled by their faction. Repair and troop placement. Beginning of each turn, each of your ships located within the system under your control benefits from the following effects: 10% of hull points repaired, 3% of critically damaged systems repaired, and 3 lost troops are replaced. You may spend resources to accelerate the repair of your ships. To do so, select a fleet and then a ship. It will grant you access to the fast repair option. Won't let me do it at the moment because it wants me to do something else. Resources and construction points are most valuable. They are necessary to construct ships. Need to go to Claustum. Why won't it? I have to do them one at a time. Is it right click? It's right click. Click the symbol to take control. Okay, shipyards provide construction points that are necessary to build ships. Yes, maybe that one? No, not. Construction point supply. When a system is conquered, the shipyards do not provide construction points immediately. They need to replenish turn after turn. Okay. Construction point regeneration. Shipyards get construction points each turn until they reach their maximum value. Can't see it because it wants me to enter.
Our shipyards are ready to provide us some reinforcements. Time to see what the Adeptus Mechanicus have to offer our crusade.
Select Admiral Spire's fleet. New ship.
Demios Binary Shipyard isn't capable of full production just yet. We'll use Clauston for now, and wait until Demios is capable of crafting larger vessels. Clauston shipyards are small, but can provide us with recon ships. These will be valuable assets for our operations. Big guns are nothing if not deployed with grand purpose.
Yeah, systems under your control are linked by a safe route from a network ship. Yards are accessible from any system within the network they belong to. Where's the resource? That's your upkeep. Where's our actual like resource count? I know it wants me to buy that one. Ah, down there. So a Firestorm has light energy lance, double barrel light macro turret.
All is prepared. It is time to welcome a new vessel to the Emperor's service.
In addition to the construction points, building ships require resources. The number of escort ships within a fleet is limited and depends on the number of line ships and their tonnage. Once the construction is validated, ships are immediately added to the fleet and can be used in the same turn.
The reconquest of the Cadian sector can now proceed. However, we cannot leave our holdings without defenses. We should at least deploy an orbital minefield.
Alright, in addition to... read that one. That one. That one. Defensive devices. You may spend resources in each system to place defensive devices like minefields, defense platforms, and space stations.
We have only just begun. War is replete with opportunity. As ground is seized, new objectives will arise. Let us proceed. We are the Emperor's fist. Let his foes tremble at our coming.
Right, unlike minefields and defense platforms that may be deployed in any system, space stations can only be built within systems with a strategic position point of interest. Why am I ending turn immediately, game? That seems wasteful.
The systems we have reclaimed are developing well.
Like Demos Binary.
Prosperous systems can only be a good thing for our cause. We will protect them.
Okay, so let's have a look at the attributes. Forge World generates 20, 40, or 80 resources per turn. Increases the repair rate of allied ships in connected systems. Increases troop regen. A research station for the Mechanicus Enclave. Unlocks their upgrade when the research station reaches level 3. And their upgrade is reduces the number of turns before a new Adeptus Mechanicus leader is proposed by 0, 0, and 1 turn. Increases the starting level of Adeptus Mechanicus ships constructed by 0, 0, and 1. I see why it only gets kicked into place when it hits tier 3 now. And strategic position allows you to build a space station when the system reaches level 3.
Receiving communication from the Vox relay. It is Lord High Admiral Drang.
So the old man's still alive. I told you he was too tough to kill.
Admiral Spire, I trust you stand ready for orders.
Always.
Good. Strategically and symbolically, the Cadian sector is vital to our efforts. You will reclaim it, Admiral. The Emperor protects.
Understood. The Emperor protects.
Nice and vague there. No shit. We want to capture it back. Right, on direct orders from Lord High Admiral Drang, Admiral Spire must regain control over systems within the Cadian sector that are currently held by Chaos Forces. So, Cadia, Vorkatork, Framas, and Trail. Now, once the point of interest is ready to be evolved, you have to spend resources to unlock the next level. Missions panel. List your current objectives. Fleets panel. Don't know where that is. Allows you to visualize all the fleets under your command whenever they are. One. Aha. Cooperative mode unlocked. You may now invite a friend to play the campaign in cooperative mode. The Necrons and Tyranids campaign is unlocked. Oh. Adia's got a big nasty fleet. So that's like a dead end, but there are 3 Chaos fleets in that direction. So we have to worry about that. New ships do we have? Light cruisers. So we got the Endeavour, torpedo, macro batteries, macro turrets. Endurance, which swaps it for lance batteries, or the Defiant, light lance turret, and a launch bay. Squadrons. I see. Minefield reduces. Assuming that's what the minefield does, reduces the number of enemies that can. Defense platforms in. Alright, survivors emerge from the ruins of Cadia looking for a way to avenge their kin. They offer their lives and everything that they saved as a war effort to the Imperium and receive 100 resources for 10 turns. See, now I could rush down there, try to take Borga Talk, but I suspect it would leave this vulnerable. Add a new ship to Spire's fleet. Heavy lance artillery, the Dauntless. To add something smaller to Space Marine 1. I can't afford any of them. Far away. Assuming that means it's already busy. Nope, it's got it. Alright, that should let me hold off against those if they come and attack. I'm going to end turn and see what happens.